Okay, we're gonna settle this debate once and for all. Fort Collins versus Denver. If you are thinking about making a move to Colorado, you're probably torn between the big city vibe of Denver and the laid-back charm of Fort Collins. Both do have their perks, of course, both have their headaches, but which one fits you best? Today, I'm going to be breaking it all down between the population, housing prices, traffic, nightlife, food, jobs, every single part of it. By the end, you will know which Colorado city you'd actually want to call home. If this is your first time on the channel, I'm Sophia Kathol. I'm a Colorado native, so I know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I help people just like you every single day relocate to Colorado. Whether you're planning to make a move in 9 days or 90 days, I would love to help you find your next home. All my contact info is in the description. You can call, text, email, or book a call through my Zoom link, and I would love to help you make your move here to Colorado. First things first, the population. Denver is big, you guys. We're talking about 715,000 people in the city and over 3 million in the metro area. It feels like a true major city. Skyscrapers, pro sports teams, we have the Broncos, Nuggets, concerts every weekend, and plenty of life. Fort Collins, way smaller. You're looking about 175,000 people with a metro area under 400,000. It's a college town at heart thanks to CSU, so you get a younger, energetic vibe, but it does still feel very much relaxed, more community focused, more like you're gonna run into the same people at your favorite brewery. So if you want hustle and bustle, for sure Denver, but if you want that cozy, small city feel free to join me up north in Fort Collins. Let's talk housing, because we all know that's usually the deal breaker. The median home price here in Denver, drumroll, is right around $600,000. In Fort Collins, it's usually closer to mid-fives, depending on the area, obviously, but not a huge difference. Denver, you'll often pay more for less space, especially if you're close to downtown. Then in Fort Collins does give you more bang for your buck. You might actually snag a yard, a garage, and have some elbow room without hitting that millionaire status. So if budget and space do matter to you, Fort Collins usually does win this one. My friend actually did just buy a townhouse in Denver, very close to Broncos Stadium, and they spent $650,000, and it's insane because we have a whole house and we didn't even spend more than $500 up north. So it just truly depends on where you want to be and how much you want to spend and how much room you want between neighbors. Which leads me to elbow room. In Denver, unless you're out in the suburbs, expect tighter neighborhoods. You're obviously going to have way smaller yards. It's very dense. It's obviously city living. Fort Collins, though, you are way more spread out. You have way more open space, and you are closer to nature without driving an hour out. You can see the mountains from your backyard. There's bike trails, parks, neighborhoods that do not feel crammed in. If you're that type that likes to step outside and not see into your neighbor's kitchen window, well, then Fort Collins is the clear choice for you. But if you like to see homeless people digging for trash, then it might be Denver. You just never know. Let's address the thing that makes locals groan the most, is the traffic. Denver traffic is, how do I put this politely? Maybe a nightmare. Between I-25, I-70, and all the new people moving in. You're likely congestion like it's a mini LA. A 20-minute drive can suddenly turn into a 45-minute drive on a Tuesday. But Fort Collins, yes, I-25 can back up during rush hour, but daily traffic in town is nothing compared to Denver. You'll deal with trains slowing things down sometimes, but honestly, you're not going to lose years of just sitting bumper to bumper. And like I said, I-25 Harmony can get busy. I-25 is the main interstate running north and south, but it's nothing like Denver. So you might be asking, where are the jobs? Denver has that advantage here. Of course, it's a big city, no doubt. It's a hub for tech, healthcare, finance, energy, and a ton of startups. There's a ton of opportunities, especially if you're in a specialized field. Fort Collins has jobs too, especially in education, tech, brewing. Beer is a serious industry here in Colorado, and clean energy, but the scale just is not the same. A lot of people here who want bigger career growth will pick Denver, while folks who value lifestyle over ladder climbing lean towards Fort Collins, but Fort Collins does have a ton of money, so don't count yourself out there. Foodies, this one might be for you. Denver has everything you could ever imagine. 5-star restaurants, rooftop dining, international food options, you name it, Denver has it. If you want variety, it's the clear winner. Fort Collins does have some surprisingly good food scene though. It leans more towards local, farm to table, and of course tons of breweries, so think like pretzels, nachos. It's less flashy, more community driven, but still super good. If you are a craft beer person, honestly, take Fort Collins. Fort Collins will take the crown any day. If you are thinking of making a move to Fort Collins, Colorado, or the surrounding areas, and whether that's 9 days or 90 days, feel free to reach out. I would love to connect with you. You can call, text, email, or book a call through my Zoom link, and I would love to help you make Colorado your new home. If you are a night owl, Denver is going to feel more alive. There's clubs, concerts, ton of comedy shows, tons of pro sports games. It's all there, and it's happening every single weekend. Fort Collins nightlife is fun, but smaller. Think college night. There's bars, breweries, live music at local venues. It's more casual, less glitzy. If you're in your 20s and love the bar scene, you'll have a ton of fun. But if you want that out till 2 a.m. at a rooftop club life, Denver for sure wins that one. Or if you are a little upscale, Fort Collins does have some fun speakeasies and just some nicer restaurants with live music. And finally, things to do. Both cities do give you easy access to the outdoors, but the vibe is totally different. Denver is closer to the big mountain resorts, skiing, snowboarding, and those big alpine hikes. You're about an hour from major ski towns, plus big city amenities. You have museums, shopping, tons of concerts. But Fort Collins is more about everyday outdoor life. There's tons of bike trails. You have Horsetooth Reservoir for boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, closer access to Rocky Mountain National Park. You'll spend more weekends on the trails or at the lake rather than in traffic heading to Breckenridge. So if your perfect Saturday is skiing and a concert in the city, Denver for sure. If it's paddleboarding with your dog and hitting a brewery after, then think Fort Collins. Denver is more busy. Fort Collins is going to be more of that slow life. Since we are in Colorado, I cannot skip this one. The ski commute from Denver, depending where you live, you can hit Loveland Ski Area, which is right up the pass, or Winter Park in about an hour, which also you can get there through I-70. Is about an hour without traffic, but let's be real, on a Saturday morning, it's usually more like 90 minutes to 2 hours. Still, that's very doable for a solid day trip, but from Fort Collins, you're tacking on an extra hour to get to the same resort, so you're looking anywhere from like 2.5 hours on a good day. Sometimes more if I-25 and I-70 is a mess, which normally it is. It's not impossible, but it is a commitment to get up there from Fort Collins. So if you're skiing or snowboarding is basically your religion, Denver does have the upper edge. If you're more of a hit the slopes a few weekends a year kind of person like myself, Fort Collins won't hold you back too much. You'll just have to plan for longer drives. You might have to get up earlier. We live in northern Colorado and we will commute to the slopes a few times a year. We do have to leave the house no later than 5 a.m. That's our cutoff time. And some days we'll get there at 9 and other days we'll get there at 11. You just truly know. Some days we have to turn around because who knows when we're going to get there. Traffic can get so bad. So are you leaning Denver or Fort Collins? If you want bigger career growth, big city energy, endless food options, and you do not mind some traffic and higher prices, Denver is your place. But if you are craving a little bit more space, a slower pace, outdoor lifestyle, and that small city community feel, Fort Collins might be calling your name. Either way, you cannot go wrong. It's all beautiful. It's Colorado. And remember, whether you want to move to Colorado 9 days or 90 days, I'd love to be your resource and guide. I'm a Colorado native. I know all the hidden gems, and I will help you find the perfect place to call home. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Are you team Denver or team Fort Collins? I would love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.